Hello and welcome back to our continuing adventures in the Let's Defend platform. Today we are going to tackle SOC147, event ID 94. This occurred June 13th, 2021 at 4:23 p.m. And so it appears that SOC147 is an SSH scan activity. Let's see, file name, nmap, source host name, pentest machine. The infamous pentest machine. So I know that a newer feature has been added. Basically allows you to take a look at the emails. Let's see. I know that the suggestion had come through that in the event that, pentest is going to kick off, that, please, send out some sort of alert in terms of the email. Okay, so we got Ellie to the SOC team after 1200 hours on the 13th. Please ignore any that hit pentest machine 172.16. So if this occurred on the 13th after 12, it is the pentest machine at 172.16.25. So we have notification then. But let's just double check. And so we look for the 13th, and exactly at 4:23, we see the pentest machine hit port 22 on 172.16.20.1.2.3.4.6. So systems that are surrounding the pentest machine. Not really what I would consider scanning the whole network, but I mean it's a start. It's what, 5 IPs outside, or technically inside, but let's take a look, and they should all be 172.16.20. So .6 is a SQL server, pentest machine, search anything. What is the meaning of life? Oops, typing on the wrong keyboard. Oh, I really gotta get that KVM installed. Let's see, we go up. So what do we have? So let's see, .3 is the Exchange server, .5 is the pentest, .6 is the SQL. Anderson, Git server on .4. So nothing for 2 and 1, although .1 might be firewall or router for that particular network segment, hopefully, maybe. Okay, well, we're looking for the pentest machine anyways, because we're looking for command history. And there we go. On the 13th at 16:23, or if you're not into the 24-hour clock, that would be 4:23 p.m. They ran nmap 172.16.20.0/24. Okay, so we have pretty much everything, and same thing. It's .1, .2, .3, .4, .6. But let's just, to make absolutely sure that we're not missing anything. Oh, good lord, I'm doing it again. Wrong keyboard. Always with the wrong keyboard. And it's okay. So it is confirmed that, okay, yeah, it is a legit, apparently legit version of nmap for Linux, which is no big surprise considering the fact that the pentest machine is Kali Linux. Okay, so out of all this then, I think we've got enough to sit there and defend our answers to in which that we would more than likely give. And I'm going to steal my keyboard, or one of the keyboards. So we go ahead and run the playbook. Well, it's not outgoing internet traffic, so we're going to go other. Was it quarantined or cleaned? Let's see, because it's complaining, well, the file name that it gave, device action was allowed. No, it's not malicious. I mean, no, I don't. Unless I guess you would have a system that would crash or completely just crap the bed. If you were using like a plug-in scan, something that was just so tediously balanced that it would tip over if you scan it. I have a hard time marking Nmap as malicious. But that's just about any tool. So let's see, that is a false positive. Legit. Nmap usage from emailed notice was sent before. Denoting 06/13/2021 and after 1200 local time. .172.16.20.0/24. Okay. And then we fix my crappy spelling. There we go. Okay, let's see. Survey says, show me potato salad. Really? Is it malicious? Really? It's like if it was any other machine, I would wonder about that. Well, I guess technically not even the pen tester, but somebody on the network team. Maybe local IT said they're gonna check to try to track down a system. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I necessarily agree that it's malicious, but it's a single point. Anyways, so that covers SOC147, SSH scan activity, EventID 94 for June 13th, 2021, 4:23 p.m. Yeah, I believe as it sits, I am entirely out of cases to run through. Although technically there still is for me to run through the Academy, and I believe, yeah, there are plenty more DFIR exercises to run. Because I believe I only finished Red Team Tools and Red Team Tools 2. So that'll probably be the next series of videos. As a programming note, in the event that anybody's actually watched to this point, you may have noticed that getting the videos out on any sort of schedule is just kind of fallen apart. This is mostly just due to constraints with family time and work time. Not that I'm complaining, but obviously I know that YouTube tends to reward those that publish more on a schedule, but I just don't have the bandwidth currently to sit there and just keep putting things out every other day, as much as I would like to try. I believe I'll get this probably scheduled to go out. Let's see, today's what, 30th? Yeah. So if I try to maintain anything, I've got the Excel 4.0 macros video going out today on the 30th. So I will put something out, or I schedule this to go out on Friday, July 2nd. I am technically gone. Pretty much starting tomorrow, so let's see. I'm not coming back till first portion of next week. So probably the soonest I'd be able to get something put out, maybe late Tuesday, July 6th, or even possibly just trying to pick back up the schedule, dump something on the 7th of July, and try to maybe maintain a Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule. And maybe I can come up with something to put out, at least like one thing during the weekend. I know that some people had sat there and talked about wanting the, basically some sort of interview. I've gotten responses back from some SOC analysts. Problem is that they don't really want to be recorded giving their answers. They're okay with basically, having me ask questions, and then they'll basically send in, basically written responses to those. They don't want their voice recorded, just in case that, they say something that their employer is not going to particularly like or care for. So we're going to kind of do this a little bit under the radar. So maybe I can see about getting at least one of those put out during the weekend. Get something put together. But anyways, so that's, I guess, it for the after exercise update in terms of what's going on with the channel, everything else like that. I'm not getting burnt out, and it's not an issue in terms of, well, technically it's only an issue of time and available bandwidth. And I don't mean, network bandwidth, my bandwidth. Because it's, I mean, I think I've got this fairly down to a fairly good routine, but it's just, it takes time, and I've got a rather, I've got other responsibilities as well that everything just has to balance, as I'm sure anybody who's actually made it this far, I'm sure you understand. But, so, okay, that's it, and I will see everybody in the next video.